Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Safe completion on the screen. He's loose. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Finds his man, it's Singleton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
The Mountaineers are marching down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Made a defender miss. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Houston's offense will go to work for the first time. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Connors.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Connors. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That is just a sideline play. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. To see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Wants to fire on second down. Quick completion on the out. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is on its way. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Give to the running back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gallagher. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Grabbed behind the line. It's Connors. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Looking to throw on third. The short hands, it's Connors. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking? I think that might have got in his head, and that might have been a reason why he dropped it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Finds his big tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short, find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The give to the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Barnes.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off-play action on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Broussard. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Wegman. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Connors. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires left. Got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Bray. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pressure coming. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gives it on the option. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
It'll be third and long. The snap sets up the throw. Sets up the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Takes the handoff. It's Connors. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Grab behind the line. It's Broussard. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. They'll run the screen. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Houston! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Trying to pound it in. Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up.
Is no good. That keeps the score. West Virginia, 14. Houston.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick off.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He'll set up to throw. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Quarterback on the keeper. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him. A 5-point lead here in the 4th. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Brink. Pick up a 5, they'll need 5 more on third down.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They'll run it from the gun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to them this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge, and you could see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
Houston will be forced to punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
QB draw. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's White. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game, don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. Oh, a lot of space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Going up top again. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And in the final moment, they've taken the lead.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. The give on the option. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The offense will use...
Need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's White. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in down the middle. Touchdown Mountaineers. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one.